Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Sohum bringing you another reaction video here today, and today we are going to be reacting to something really cool. Hence why I'm wearing sunglasses indoors at 1:51 a.m. We are going to be reacting to Sleep Token Ascensionism. And full disclosure, I've listened to this entire album multiple times over. I've listened to this song probably around 3 dozen times at this point, so it's not a first time reaction, but it is going to be a reaction that is still genuine, and I'm going to do my best to highlight portions of the song, the melody, the lyrics that I find really, really interesting, really cool, just things that I want to point out to you. And maybe you guys have similar thoughts and feelings when you re-listen to this song over and over and over again, because I just can't get over it. This is one of the best songs on this album, if not the best. I definitely have a soft spot for this one anyway. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction. And such a soothing piano melody. I love that walk down. It almost feels like it's a piano melody for a pop song. A sad pop song at that.
Well, I know what you want from me.
With one line, I'm just hooked in this song. Something that really impresses me, and I'm sorry if I pause a lot, that is kind of a problem of mine, but something that really impresses me about Vessel and the way he sings and comes up with melodies and ties them in with the words. They don't really use that many words. I mean, in certain parts of the song they will for sure. But like this was just, how many words here? Well, I know what you want. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words, and he managed to create an entire beautiful melody with those 6 words. When I write my music, I have a hard time not writing so many words for every single pitch parameter that I include. So if I have like 30 different pitch parameters, I'm going to end up including 30 to 40 different syllables, and that ends up being very wordy. And they always find a way to make every single one of their words count, and I'm always very impressed by that. I have a lot to learn from Sleep Token.
From me.
And they take so much space.
You want someone to be.
You can hear how much care he uses for literally every single word, every single syllable.
Your reflection, your bitter deception, setting you free.
I need to...
Your bitter deception.
Your reflection, your bitter deception. Like what you see in the mirror is itself a lie. It's self-deception. And that's something that a lot of us deal with, self-deception. Beautiful line.
Setting you free.
And the lie sets you free, but is it really?
So you take what you want.
Oh my god.
Then leave.
Purely selfish. Take, never give. Self-centered. That's a lot of people these days.
Who made you like this? Who encrypted your dark gospel in body language? Synapses, snap back in blissful language. Tell me you met me in past lives, past life, past what might be eating me from the inside, darling.
Something really, I mean, obviously we just heard the change in the music, the drop, and if you are already a fan of Sleep Token and have listened to this song, like, this isn't a surprise that this part came up. It's still a surprise to the ears, but the genre blending is just insane. But what I'm getting at is like the specific genre choice that they made here reminds me a lot of this artist named, I think, the Eden Project, or Eden itself. I forget which one it is. I think this person may have switched between the two names, but it's really kind of uncanny that the Eden Project, Eden, whoever that person is, uses this very style for a lot of their music. So the fact that like there's so much, Eden references, and even one of the songs, "Take Me to Eden," the album "Take Me to Eden," is that the name of the album? I hope I'm getting that right. I don't actually know now. It's it's slipping the top of my mind, so apologies if I got that wrong. But yeah, this artist, the Eden Project, they have a very similar style, so it's very surprising to make that association and hear that genre pronounced right here. So if you have the time, check out the Eden Project. I forget which song. I may have to put in the comments what I'm thinking of, but yeah, it's a good artist to look into.
Fly past what might be eating me from the inside, darling. Half algorithm, half deity, glitches in the code, or gaps in a strange.
Can we appreciate the lyricism?
Tell me into your mannequin and I'll turn you into my puppet queen. Won't you come and dance in the dark with me?
Like this trap drum beat. And then you have these like gospel singers in the back. And he's just groovy with this flow. And then we have the beautiful run. The dark chord. Just grooves. Pentagrams in the night sky. It's just painting such a vivid picture. I would never in a million years come up with these lyrics. And I understand everything that they're saying perfectly, and that's what makes it such profound music, is that these are things that we all think and know, and we can make these like visual associations with the words that they're using, but would we ever come up with it on our own? Like, they just have the creative knack. Let's go back. I wanted to touch on one line, which we'll hear again, but diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night sky. We'll get to it again, but just keep those two lines in mind. That dropout is so clean. Oh my god. The lyrics. Here we are. Trees, pentagrams in the night sky. So when I first listened to these two lines, I mean, as anyone might, when you first listen to Sleep Token, there's just so much to unpack and unravel and deduce, and you're not going to be able to get through a Sleep Token song on the first go around and pick up every little thing, because there's just so much. But this was one of the things that I noticed on my third or fourth or fifth go around. I'm not remembering which one it was, but diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night sky, just the association with improvement from diamonds to pentagrams, because diamonds are four-sided, right, typically, and diamonds are very highly sought after and shiny, but maybe they don't actually have that much value. And pentagrams are five-sided, and they have five sides, so maybe there's value in the number of sides here. So when we look at the diamonds in the trees are low to the ground, right? They're where we can walk and stand near and touch the trees and whatnot, so they're accessible. But the night sky is always above them, right? And with a song named Ascensionism, we want to ascend from diamonds to pentagrams. We want to ascend from the trees, which are still beautiful, but to the night sky, which is completely holistic and overtakes anything that is man-made, anything that's at a low level. So I just it's just so impressive. And I love that about just media in general, art in general, is that any time you re-ingest that art, right, you listen to a song again, you look at a painting once again, you read a poem for the fourth time, you pick up small things that you didn't notice the past time. And I'll make a random oblique reference to this concept in the sense of the fact that I love The Office, and I rewatched that show dozens of times. Some scenes from that show I've watched hundreds of times. Some episodes I've watched dozens of times. So you would have thought I got the picture, but every time I rewatch that show, I find something new to appreciate about it. And I'm not saying it's the perfect show. It's just a show that I happen to enjoy. But any kind of media, any art, you have so many different ways to explore that art and get more from it. And again, squeeze more value out of it. So Sleep Token is just the embodiment of just that. And it's crazy that they're stacking the previous piano melody, the intro piano melody, on top of this new section. And they're very good at fusing multiple parts of their song at the same moment in time. So it's like you're just having this moment of catharsis, this moment of complete unity and clarity within the song without even recognizing it and realizing it, which is why these songs feel like such complete stories in and of themselves. What a drop. What a key change. Even that like melodic choice of going like da da, that is, in and of itself is an ascension. So even they ascend in every single dimension. Their lyrics ascend, their melodies ascend, everything's ascending, man. They're too good. The grain, the grit. How crazy is that? Like, ugh, as a first time listener, I just can't even, like, when I first listened to this, I was mind blown, and like as a non first time listener now, I'm still mind blown. Like, how do you think to connect these sections the way that they are, and how does it fit so beautifully? And I don't know, this is kind of a wish that I've always had, but I wish I could just like erase my memory and then re-experience these things again for the first time and then look back at that experience. And that's, I guess, why people do first time reactions, but look back at that experience and really understand like what was it that I didn't know that I know now, because I can kind of think back loosely like, oh, I didn't necessarily have that understanding and now I do. And it's just cool, the evolution of how you experience art. Again, I'm going continually drilling back on that point. But I imagine like a listener who's never even like heard of these genres or listened to these kind of genres, and then now the blending of that, it must be just like a complete mind fuck, because I've listened to all of these genres within these kind of songs independently of one another. So like the combination is still unique to me, but in isolation, the genre is not a surprise to me. But to somebody who hasn't even heard some of these genres, like a complete fresh listener, this must be like a religious experience and, one for the ages.
I know what you want from me.
At this point, I was expecting just to fade out.
You want the same as me. My redemption, eternal ascension,
Full circle.
setting me free.
Remember, setting you free. What you want, now setting me free.
So I'll take what I want,
Yep.
then leave.
God. Perfectly bookended. I thought it was done here. I thought it was done. Ah, what a fucking perfect song. What a perfect song. I can't. I'm taking off the glasses for this outro here. I finally have vision of of myself and of the world. Yeah. What's there to say? I mean, every single piece of this song is a surprise when you first hear it. And even when you listen back to it for the 40th time, it's a surprise because my God, how can you be so creative? And I just keep thinking, like, wow, what if I wasn't a metal listener? And what if I listened to this song? How would I feel? Like, I don't have these experiences of like heavy drops and like genty kind of style riffs and then screams on top. And I might literally be shocked, scared, surprised, like in all of these emotions all at once. And for somebody who considers himself to be a pretty experienced music listener and enjoyer, the fact that you can be continually surprised within the same song is the experience that we look for when we listen to music like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. Take care. Peace.